Area 51 madness has landed. Thank you for joining us tonight at 5. I'm Brian Loftus.
And I'm Denise Valdez. Despite some twists and turns and some assorted drama, the big Storm Area 51 extravaganza is a go.
Yes, several parties and related events are planned for here in Las Vegas, but the center of the action is 100 miles north in Lincoln County, where emergency responders and public officials are hoping for the best, but also preparing for the worst.
We are tracking all of the extraterrestrial activities with team coverage tonight. The I-Team's George Knapp is live at the Alien Research Center in Hico. John Langler is at the Alien in Rachel.
We are also tracking the festivities in downtown Las Vegas with Sasha Loftus. But first, let's start with George Knapp in Hico. And George, how are the preparations going?
Greetings from the world's only extraterrestrial highway here, specifically in Hico, Nevada, a little community in Lincoln County. We're at the Alien Research Center, which is going to be the epicenter of events that start here tomorrow. It's kind of a part, it's as if sort of the X-Files TV show met up with Burning Man. They had offspring, and that's what this kind of event shapes up to be tomorrow. It's a combination of art, music, film, citizen activism, and ufology thrown in as well. If you happen to be traveling on State Route 93 today, you might have spotted a long line of emergency vehicles heading north toward Lincoln County. The Clark County Fire Department is one of the agencies that's agreed to pitch in to help its rural neighbor. A large contingent of Metro officers are also up here, along with the Nevada Highway Patrol, the U.S. military, Department of Interior, and I think just about every deputy in Lincoln County. Everyone's on duty and on alert in anticipation of, well, no one's quite sure. We've all heard stories about some turmoil there in the other event that's taking place in Rachel, the Alien Stock event. Well, there's none of that here. This event doesn't have any of that drama. They hired professional planners right from the get-go, and it was evident here today. They have an army of workers that we just saw there preparing for the event. They're putting the final touches on the property, preparing for what could be thousands of visitors arriving here tomorrow. It was windy and dusty at times today, but that's the desert for you, and enthusiasm and confidence here at this site are both high. It's a sophisticated stage being built right alongside of us. They're going to be a focal point of what happens here tomorrow with a number of UFO speakers, a couple of films, world-class entertainment, including a headline performer, Paul Oakenfold, a pioneer of electronic music. Several other bands are going to be playing. They'll have a lot of speakers through the day, and including some of the folks who've worked to lift the veil of secrecy about the UFO issue over the years. Security is already in place. The portable toilets are in place. Food and water will be available for the crowd. The vendor spots at this location are completely sold out, and the word is getting out that, contrary to some reports, this party is a go. So as we drove through Alamo and other Lincoln County communities today, it was pretty clear that the locals have embraced this event. They're putting out their property as parking and camping spots. I will be back it could become an annual event. That's what a lot of them are hoping. I'll be back at 6 o'clock tonight to talk about the UFO side of this gathering. In the meantime, we kick it over to my colleague John Langler, who's on the scene in Rachel, Nevada at the Little Alien.
Welcome to Rachel, Nevada, and introducing Starchild and Bob, two of the visitors from outer space, among many that are here for Alien Stock outside the Little Alien. So as you can see, some people have already started to arrive here. There's a very interesting atmosphere. You can see some of the tinfoil hats. You can see all of the outer space references that are all over, and the crowds are slowly starting to file in. People are here from kind of all over the U.S. Now, what you can see here across into that dirt lot, that is one of the main campsites here that people paid for to stay here. There aren't a lot of people there right now. People are slowly starting to file in, expected to get a little bit more crowded. We just spoke with the folks here at the Little Alien who have been handling the organization, and they say, quite frankly, they don't know how many people are going to be here, but Lincoln County law enforcement, they're ready for a lot of people all along the route between here and Las Vegas. There are lots of law enforcement. There are 3 command posts just to keep an eye on the security, make sure everyone has a safe and fun time here. Meanwhile, food trucks should also be arriving a little bit later today, and there are 3 stages that have been set up for entertainment, which is supposed to start at about 9 o'clock tonight. But until then, it's kind of a wait and see atmosphere here outside the Little Alien in Rachel, Nevada for the very first Alien Stock. in Rachel. John Langler, 8 News Now.
All right, thanks, John.
Meantime, back here at home, festivities already kicking off in downtown Las Vegas with the Storm Area 51 founder, Matty Roberts.
Yes, Sasha Loftus joins us live from the Downtown Event Center with more on how things are taking off.
Yes, Denise and Brian, taking off, and the wind is kicking up down here in downtown Las Vegas. We're kind of the first ones to the party at the Downtown Event Center. Starts about 7. This celebration here, Storm Area 51 founder Matty Roberts is set to land here in Las Vegas around 7 o'clock. That's when doors open at the Event Center. Now, Earthlings attending, they can expect a whole lot of food, drinks, and endless entertainment. Collection of classified musicians will start playing secret sets around 8 o'clock. And the whole party itself set to wrap up around 9. Now we're seeing a lot of carnival events. We're seeing a lot of alien stuffed animals. We're seeing carnival rides, pretty much anything you could ever expect out here. And the coolest thing about it is it's all free. But if you do plan to attend, I'd get out here now because I would expect in about a half an hour or so things would set to become pretty packed. You can see they have everything ready, all those stages with aliens on them for a lot of people to attend down here. Now we will be out here all night long, and we're set to speak with Matty Roberts as well. That's during our 6 o'clock show. We'll of course keep checking in as everyone starts to get here again at the Downtown Event Center. For now, reporting live downtown, Sasha Loftus, 8 News Now.
Thank you, Sasha. Now, when you look back at Area 51 and how it sprung back into the pop culture spotlight, it is very apparent that the age of social media was one of the driving forces.
And we spoke to a professor at UNLV on how the age of mass communication has launched this massive movement to a global phenomenon.
The event was posted on Facebook, which from what we know now, that poster did it because he was bored. And it wasn't necessarily even that event that I heard of, but like most people, I think they started seeing the memes that developed after it. And that's why this event is really interesting, is that it connects interest in aliens, interest in government conspiracies, and then this connection to internet culture where ideas and memes, or ideas through memes, move really quickly.
So we will have team coverage live from Rachel and Heiko with both George Knapp and John Langler, both on air and online starting today all the way through Saturday.